Okay, let's talk about our pallet garden beds kind of thing that we'd set up. So this was a Hannah on Gardening Australia inspired idea. Basically in her garden, she had an even steeper incline than we have here, and she was using it to fill with soil to then grow things in, which I thought was a brilliant idea. And I kind of half-assedly did it here. I put in 2 pallets, one with a sweet potato, one with a pumpkin. Now, in the really hot summer weather, the pumpkin did not survive, and I was not really watering it because we were kind of putting the water on stuff that was a little bit better. It did produce some little baby pumpkins that I kind of looked at and went, oh, it'd be nice if we grew a real pumpkin. But at the end of the day, yeah, they weren't a priority. The sweet potato, on the other hand, has done quite well. Now the sweet potato, it sent tendrils up towards the shed and kind of all over the place. It would have been better if they'd come down this way, but obviously with this kind of heavier native grass, it probably wasn't so much of an option for it. And so it went back that way, where it is, to be fair, a little bit more moist under the big acacia here. So fair enough. I did have to move it when I was putting in some of the gabions, so that was a consideration. But what really caught my eye was we've got a big, nice, juicy looking sweet potato that's popped right up in the middle of our pallet where we first planted the plant. And of course, that goes to show that we've had a little bit of success. I don't know how much success, because what I've said in a previous video is I wanted to run multiple pallets. And what I really wanted to do was to run double pallets. So one on top of each other to get me a whole heap more planting depth on the hill here, while still taking advantage of basically the fact that the pallet's going to hold the soil in place. We're not going to have any erosion issues. And then really, if you put them in like that, they are going to break down. These are heat treated pallets, so they're not chemical treated, which is important for growing in. But also, if you use those as the basis for your kind of garden beds on a slope, you can then really just surround them with soil once you've got them a bit established. And it's just going to become a natural part of the whole ecosystem here, which is really, really cool. And while this does need a good cleanup, which I'm working towards, this has been a really nice little small success story, not so much the pumpkins, but the sweet potato, that I can see we could really, really grow on. And obviously in a location like here, not only have I kind of learnt that the pallets will work quite well, I definitely want that double layer for the extra soil depth, but also I've realized that I probably don't want to be planting stuff up here that I'm going to be watering all the time, or that demands that watering to be successful, because I just don't really want to do it. I don't always have the water. It depends very much on the rainfall, particularly in summer. We just won't have it, and it's harder to get water up here. And if we did have the spare water, I'd rather put it on other stuff like the fruit trees, which struggle a little bit more in the summer heat, where here I reckon we'll be beefing up the amount of pallets we've got in. We'll expand out the area, we'll run double depth pallets, and also we'll be picking more stuff like our sweet potatoes, which can kind of grow just go crazy. And one of the other things is, under the acacia here, it actually holds quite a bit of moisture. So having it built up a little bit and having that tree over it providing a little bit of shade, it does create kind of like a little microclimate, which is going to be beneficial to the stuff growing there. Not enough so that you could put really fragile stuff in that, you know, could survive somewhere really protected, but enough that stuff like the sweet potato will go quite well.